Money is silly, I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. His first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They run with Hines. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On on second down. It's Hines. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Alexander. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Now it's Hunt. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run the counter. Hines. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll check this down to Hines. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hampton. It's complete to Watt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Off-play action. Hampton, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Jones. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. On 3rd and short, to give it a tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's going to go deep for Beasley.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Alexander. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Townsend. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones flushed out. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Completes it to Watt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. To throw is Jones. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Jones. Flush to his right. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots can take the lead with an extra point. Extra point attempt to come here. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 95 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And right now, just absolute anguish on that visiting sideline.
It came down to one kick, a chance to steal one on the road. But you could feel the pressure, couldn't you? And the pressure enveloped him on that one. Forced a missed kick.
And the crowd went wild. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for New England, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.